Welcome back to Real Christianity with Rev Kev. As I said in our jungle village, yaki yaki. Please, if you haven't yet, hit subscribe, hit the little bell to get notified. And today we're going to talk about why do we need to go to church? Now, for most of us, we're just coming out of COVID and many of us didn't go to church. And anyway, it's kind of dangerous to say why go to church when Christians are the church. But a church, it's not a building, it's us as believers, but there is often a service. So why go to a service? Why gather together with other believers? Well, one, the Bible encourages it. And of course, during COVID, all bets are off. Just set that aside. Assume we're out of COVID or pre-COVID, but I'm talking about why gather with other believers? We frequently just say, why go to church? Well, the Bible encourages it, said don't forsake the gathering together. Why? Because we need each other. Walking through this life is difficult. Doing that as a Christian, a real Christian, living out these principles, living as God wants us to live, developing that relationship with God is really tough. We need each other. Gathering often reminds us that we need each other. We can talk and connect. I realize some of you go to big churches, some people go to small churches, some people don't go to any church at all. It's gonna look different, but it's a reminder that we need each other. In the early church, they committed themselves to teaching and to the fellowship, that means to each other, and to breaking of bread and prayer, doing things together, reminding them that they're not the only ones. When difficulty comes, they need others to put their arms around them, both theoretically and also practically, as we gather together. I read a powerful book called When the Church Was a Family. And this is a family gathering. Why are family gatherings important? Why don't you just Zoom or talk? Well, most of the time sitting down face to face and really having that time to just say, how are things going? It is so important. Why do we need to gather together? Why do we need to go to a service, to church? To find out what does a good Christian marriage look like? What are people doing that when they talk about Jesus, to learn from each other? And to be reminded, it's not just what we know in Christianity. It's about the character that's being developed in our lives. And are we reaching out and caring for others that are hurting? Gathering together with other believers is so important. If you're not connected, and once you get out of the dangerous time of COVID, I hope you find a place to land where you can connect with others for encouragement, for teaching, for prayer, and to do what it takes to reach those who don't know Jesus and tell them about what this great family of God that we're a part of. This has been Real Christianity with Rev Kev. Yaki yaki.